Hello, everyone. My name is Amar, and I am the founder of Signing with Amar. Now, today I'm going to be teaching you some LGBTQ signs, and you'll have an opportunity to learn some of those signs and converse with Q people. And that's an opportunity for you to learn some signs and communicate. LGBTQ signs are going to be in our program today. Are you ready? Gay. Gay. Lesbian. 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 Bisexual. 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 Trans. 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 Queer. 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 LGBTQQ2SIA. L G B T Q Q 2 S I A. Safe space. Safe space. Safe space. The second translation, safe space. Safe sex. safe, sex, safe, sex. The second translation. Safe, sex. Sex, positive. Sex, positive. Second translation. Sex, positive. Sex, positive. Community. Community. Rainbow. Rainbow. Glitter. Glitter. Second translation. Glitter. 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 Pride. Pride. Proud. Proud. Bar. Bar. Dance. Dance. Drink. drink. March. March. Protest. Protest. Date. Date. Coffee. Coffee. Lunch. Lunch. Dinner. Dinner. Second translation. Dinner. Movie. Movie. Netflix and chill. Netflix and chill. Single. Single. Second translation. Single. Single. Partner. 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 Second translation. Partner. Third translation. partner. I like you. I like you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I-L-Y. I love you. Flirt. Flirt. Kiss. Kiss. Flowers. Flowers. Chocolate. Chocolate. I think you're cute. I think you're cute. I think you're beautiful. I think you're beautiful. Cute. Cute. Beautiful. Beautiful. Attractive. Attractive. Are you single? Are you single? Are you in a relationship? Are you in a relationship? I'll take you out on a date. I'll take you out on a date? Where do you want to go for our date? Where do you want to go for our date? Yes. Yes. I want. I want. No. 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 I don't want. I don't want.
This is the rhythm of the night. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of my life. My life. Oh yeah. The rhythm of my life. This is the rhythm of the night. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of my life. My life. Oh yeah. The rhythm of my life. This is the rhythm of the night. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of my life. My life. Oh yeah. The rhythm of my life. This is the rhythm of the night. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of my life. My life. Oh yeah. The rhythm of my life. This is the rhythm of the night.
Hey there, I'm Mixco, also known as Danico. I go by Isha or they them pronouns, and I am a queer, deaf, multiply disabled Chinese Filipino nerd who was sort of forced into the mainstream. For those of you who don't know, that is the violent process of forcing a deaf person to partake in the hearing world really without their consent. I've had to navigate the weirdness of the hearing world since I was born, pretending that I too could hear, and wondering if asking someone to repeat themselves more than 3 times was appropriate. I was born deaf, but I was forced to wear hearing aids from the ages of 5 to 18. Apparently, it was this whole legal thing, because minors apparently don't know what's good for them. We don't know anything about access needs or accommodations, and we don't know how to ask for them for ourselves. So we are forced into the mainstream, forced into a world that does not want to accept us. And even though I regularly stated that it was painful and generally very unhelpful, there was some sort of odd legal requirement that I had to get them. And the hearing aid secret service that we all know about would hunt us down and ticket us if we didn't learn them on a daily basis. But I digress. Let's talk about that first step, actually getting the hearing aids. Now, I am sure you all know that I am not exaggerating when I say that I am sure a lot of you know about the hellscape that is the audiology office, and more importantly, the most terrifying gauntlet you're ever going to have to go through as a deaf kid, hearing tests. Look, just in making this video, I'm starting to put 2 and 2 together, and I'm nearly 100% sure that this is where my fear of hell and puppets come from. For those of you who are unfamiliar, the hearing test for children is where you are subjected to sitting in the middle of a dark metal box where no one can hear you screaming, surrounded by a series of beeps, boops, and the occasional flashing light. Of course, that's every child's dream, but in my particular hearing test, I remember seeing puppets trapped in glass cages just begging to be released from their hell prison as flashing red and whites dictated where their next meal was. And I was told to determine where the noises were coming from. I guess I'm proud to say that I barely escaped. Regardless, once I got hearing aids, hearing tests became slightly less scary, and though I still have a fear of beeps and bops, and they still haunt me to this day, I know that at least the absence of these puppets from those dark metal rooms nowadays means that they have escaped into our realm and plan to hunt us down. Anyways, since then, I've worn hearing aids, which has resulted in chronic pain behind my ears after wearing them for so long, and I would kind of just like to talk about hearing aids in general, because what were those things? These kids have got these tiny things. I can't find them anymore. I don't even know if they exist. They're that small, but way back when, we had these colorful blocks shoved into our craniums and they hurt. Sure, they were molded to our ears or whatever. Fine. Let's set aside just general physical pain. And let's address the fact that they were extremely painful to look at. In my experience, at least, and I don't know if anyone else has had this experience, but I would hate choosing hearing aid colors. Reason being is because, let's look at it like this. You've decided to purchase a beautiful watercolor painting to go with your curtains and your rug and your bed sheets. But instead, you're like, I've decided to go a little bit cheap this time. Let's get 5-year-old Timmy to scribble on the wall and just be done with it. These colors were so bold and bright, and they were just obnoxious. The colors that I thought would go well together just ended up hurting my eyes. Look, even if we decide to set aside the fact that they were extremely painful aesthetically and physically, they never even functioned. They didn't pick up the sound that you were trying to hear. It was, let's say, a white noise generator. It was the probable spawn of radio static and beats. It was the go-to walkie-talkie of demons and eldritch gods alike. And that last one is especially likely when you consider the puppet incident of '08. That's terrifying. So I have to ask again, what were those things? And I keep asking, why were they forced upon me? Did they even work? And my answer, I don't know. I've never heard anyone say it does. Thankfully, I've stopped wearing hearing aids since, and my chronic pain has definitely been reduced. It's not gone, but at least it's reduced. But the mere presence of a clay surveillance device just kind of marked me as a weird kid. I was this Asian kid who looked like a girl stuck in the middle of the woods in white Christian America, and I was, to say the least, weird. I guess I didn't mind it so much. I mean, hey, if anyone decided to give me trouble, all I had to do was turn off my hearing aids, right? I mean, let's be honest, it's the same level of not hearing as when they're on, but people got the signal. But that also meant that I was immediately ruled out as a potential romantic and sexual option. If I were in a dating sim, I don't think I would even be an option. I would at best maybe be the kooky best friend who would want what's best for you and will inevitably get you into or out of weird situations that would affect your ability to reach the romance option of your choice. Of course, this is all very odd, considering how much time I have to spend staring at you, just hoping that you don't think I desperately wanted to see every time I do. I'm just reading lips. I was told from a young age that I wasn't desirable, or that I was desirable in the way that a lot of Asian women are told that they're desirable, which is a topic for another day. But let's just say that means I wasn't ready for pillow talk. We've all heard it before. Okay, well, maybe not all of us, but I think we all know where this is going, right? At this point, I don't think it's too much of a stretch to say that I've just never understood mumble rap. Like, no offense or disrespect at all to anyone who raps or creates or enjoys hip hop. Like, I love hip hop. I'm sorry. When you're in bed with someone gazing lovingly into their eyes, it's just not the time to find out that every single person that you've ever dated is a mumble rap artist. Look, maybe a compromise, if I may. At least give me the lyrics before you debut your EP right in front of me. I am more than happy. In fact, maybe I'm even excited to pretend that I am super turned on by your latest SoundCloud hit, so long as I know what you're saying. Speaking of bedroom experiences, I decided, hey, why not try discussing my experiences on a wider level? I think we need more representation of queer and trans disabled people of color being sexy, desirable, lovable, attractive, you name it. And maybe I could be that representation. So I joined a human library, which for folks who don't know is when you have community members tell their stories to other community members. The idea is that you are a book with a story to tell, or even multiple stories to tell, and that's just such a beautiful concept. I love human libraries, and I was just so excited to finally be in one. So I thought perhaps my book title could be Queer Asian Ho, like HOH, like hard of hearing. You see, it is a textbook clever cut on the word ho, like someone who is in some way desirable to mumble rappers, despite having Satan's web coder as well as the dial-up internet symphony link directly to your ears for most of your life. Anyways, I thought it was clever. I didn't think it could go wrong. And while it didn't technically go wrong, I didn't expect things to go the way that they did.
Hey, it's nice to meet you. I hear you
I'm sorry, a what?
You know, you're
I don't even think that's English.
You're
Like the musical artist?
No, it says in your paper. It says aha.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm sorry to break it to you, that actually I'm a hoe.
Oh.
Despite all that though, I am really happy with where I am in life right now. I have an amazing partner and roommates as well as coworkers who are extremely accommodating. I'm hoping to continue learning ASL slowly as I immigrate to Canada and find a more accepting community than the one back home. If anything, I'm really happy that people here are willing to make space for me, much like you all are. And thank you. I really appreciate it. I hope that the fact that I can find humor in my experiences helps other people process and work through their own as well. I also hope that if worst comes to worst and I am asked to put my hearing aids on again, well, maybe this time around I can finally fight back and let my hands do the talking.